How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're all well. Mr. Boulder here, and I'm back today with the thread response video. A response to Thomas over at the Mercyful Metal channel, who recently come up with a great idea for a thread. Show 10 albums where you think the title track is the best song on the album. So as per usual, if you're not familiar with Thomas, I'll be leaving a link to his channel in the description box of this video. So you can go over there. If you're not familiar with him, check him out, watch his videos, sub to his channel. Great guy with a great channel, puts out lots of great content. And when he gets a growl that he's been after for a while and shows it off, I just love watching those videos because he's just so pleased to finally grab that growl. It's always really nice to see. So 10 albums to talk about, where the title track is the best song. I'm going to show 12 here, 2 being honourable mentions. And the only reason they're honourable mentions is because other people have shown them in their videos already. So I'm going to kick off with some old school heavy metal from 1983 from Germany. And here's Accept and Balls to the Wall, which is a fantastic album. And the title track is just absolutely superb. When that intro riff comes in, I just love it. So catchy. Drums come in, and then the drums and the bass then it all come in together. And it just sounds fantastic. Really gets you nodding your head. Just great song. Udo Dirk Schneider's vocals are really good. Massive chorus. Udo sounding absolutely phenomenal in the chorus of this song. And it's just so catchy. And I absolutely love it. There's loads of great songs on this album, but for me, the title track from Accept's Balls to the Wall from 1983 is the best song on this album. Excellent old school heavy metal from these German veterans. Brilliant stuff. That's the first honourable mention. Second honourable mention is Judas Priest and Painkiller from 1990. If a kid was to come up to me and say, name me a song which for you sums up heavy metal, and I would always say go and listen to Painkiller by Judas Priest. Amazing drum intro from Scott Travis. The riffs from KK Dan and Glenn Tipton are absolutely superb. Of course, Rob Halford's vocals are brilliant. And Ian Hill's bass is Ian Hill's bass. Love the sweet picking and the solos on this track. And just Rob's vocal performance across the entire song is amazing. In the verses, he sounds superb. And of course, in the chorus, he sounds absolutely fantastic. Just a great vocalist, a great track. Like I say, loads of great riffs. The drums are cool. A phenomenal song. There's loads of great tunes on this album. All Guns Blazing is brilliant as well. Nightcrawler, Between the Hammer and the Anvil, One Shot of Glory, Touch of Evil. But for me, the title track, Painkiller, is definitely the best. Brilliant stuff from Judas Priest there. Excellent stuff. So that's the second of the honourable mentions. So on to the 10 that I picked, and we're going to go right back to 1974 for this first one. And we're going to kick off with Deep Purple and Burn, the album which came out in 1974, like I just said. There's some great tunes on this album. Lay Down, Stay Down, Sail Away, they're really, really good. Youthful No One, Mistreated, great track. But for me, track 1, the title track, Burn, is absolutely fantastic. Great vocals from both David Coverdale and Glenn Hughes. Both their voices work so well together. The vocals on this tune are just absolutely phenomenal. Richie Blackmore's guitar, that riff is very, very recognisable. It's absolutely superb. Ian Pace's drums are great. John Lord's keyboards, they're okay. I'm never the biggest fan of those, but they still sound decent. But what a tune. Love the drumming from Ian Pace in the verses. That's really good. And the chorus is just huge. The vocals are absolutely superb, and it's my favourite song on the album, the title track, Burn from 1974 from Deep Purple, is an absolutely fantastic song and my favourite song on the album. So that's the first one, Burn, Deep Purple from 1974. Moving forward 9 years now to 1983, and here's Dokken and their debut album, Breaking the Chains, which has got some good songs on it, but it's got some songs that are not that great either. They definitely went on to do better things. Other tunes on this album that I like, I Can't See You, that's a decent tune. Live to Rock, Rock to Live. Horrible cliche title, but good tune. Stick to Your Guns is a great tune, but for me, the first song, the title track, Breaking the Chains, is definitely the best song on this record. I absolutely love this song. If you know anything about guitar, you know that George Lynch knows what he's doing when it comes to playing the guitar. A phenomenal six-stringer. The riffs on this song are great. The solo is, of course, absolutely outstanding. Mick Brown on the drums, holding down the drums nicely. And even though on the back you have Juan Crocier, who went on to be in Rat on bass, it's actually Peter Boltes from Accept who plays bass on this album, if you're not familiar with that. And Don Docken's vocals are, of course, great. The chorus is very catchy. The verses are really nice as well. Great chorus. A fantastic song. Yeah, there's some crap on this one, but not the title track. Breaking the Chains from Dokken from 1983 is absolutely phenomenal and my favourite song on that album. Staying in America now, moving forward 1 year to 1984. And here's Metallica's Ride the Lightning. Everyone knows this record. I don't need to tell you about it. There's a couple of big songs on this album that people really, really love. And I like, but don't like as much as other people. Those songs being Fade to Black and Creeping Death. For me, on this record, I love Trapped Under Ice and Escape. I know even the band don't like Escape, but I really do. For Whom the Bell Tolls, good tune as well. For me, it's always down to between Fight Fire with Fire and the title track for the best song on this album. But the title track just about pips it for me. A fantastic song. I've learnt to play this song before because the covers band, I mean, we've played it before. And it's just a great song to play. Some catchy riffing throughout the whole song. Great chorus. I like James's vocals. Never the best singer in the early days, but I do like his vocals on the tune. Some great solos from Kirk Hammett. Just a fantastic song. The pre-chorus is great as well. 6.5 minute track, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And just about beats Fight Fire with Fire for me for the best song on this album. Metallica, Ride the Lightning from 1984. My favourite song, the title track on the album is excellent stuff. Coming back to here in the UK now and going to 1988. And here's Iron Maiden with Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Definitely one of my favourite Maiden albums. A lot of people hate Can I Play the Madness. I have no idea why. I've always enjoyed it from day one. The Evil That Men Do and Clairvoyant, also singles on this album, really good. Moonchild, the opener's decent. Infinite Dreams, I think, is incredibly underrated. Only the Good Die Young, that's a good tune as well. But the title track for me is the best song on this album. Very epic. There's that big breakdown in the middle where it's just a spoken word part from Bruce and the synthesizer. Sounds really good. The verses are great. Nice chorus. Bruce sounds superb. Great solos. Just an absolutely fantastic song. Yeah, for me, there's loads of great tunes on this album. But the title track, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son from Iron Maiden, is my favourite song on this album. Great tunes across the whole record, but the title track's my favourite. Good stuff from Maiden there. Staying here in the UK, going to 1989 now. And here's Black Sabbath and the Headless Cross. Fantastic album. A very underrated Sabbath album as far as I'm concerned. But the title track for me is definitely the best. Tiny Mind's vocals, just absolutely phenomenal. Starts off with a nice epic drum beat from Cozy Powell. A lot of verses where things break down when there's no guitar. And you just got the synthesizers and underneath the vocals and drums. Add some nice layering. Tony sounding great in the verses. But when he comes in with that massive vocal in the chorus, it just sounds fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. Great guitar work from Tony Iommi, as always. This is an album that's got great tunes on it. When Death Calls is another great tune I love on this. Call of the Wild, Black Moon, stuff like that. But the title track from Black Sabbath's 1989 underrated masterpiece, The Headless Cross, definitely my favourite. Tony Mind absolutely knocking out the park the vocals. Everyone puts in a good performance, but for me, Tony Martin's where it's at, especially on that song, and it's absolutely fantastic. The Headless Cross from Black Sabbath from 1989. Excellent stuff. Going over to Brazil now. 1991, and my favourite album from 1991. Sepultura's thrash metal classic Arise is an absolutely fantastic album throughout the entire album, but the title track is just my favourite over Desperate Cry. That's probably my second favourite tune. Dead Embryonic Cells is another great tune. Murder Subtraction, side one's all perfect. Altered State, Under Siege, Meaningless Movements, Infected Voice. No bad songs in this album, but the title track is my favourite. You've got that sound effect which kicks things off before the drums absolutely come thundering in. Great riffs from Max and Andreas. Just a fantastic song. Great chorus. Max sounding really, really good on the vocals. Vicious riffing throughout. Igor Cavalier's drums are absolutely superb. I love the solo as well. Yeah, there's no bad songs on this, but the title track is just my favourite over Desperate Cry. Sepultura's 1991 thrash to piece, Arise. Brilliant, brilliant album, but the title track is just my favourite on that one. We're going to go to 1993 now and over to Sweden. And here's Entombed's Wolverine Blues, one of the first death metal albums I ever heard. Of course, it's the death and roll style, so it's not quite the full-on death metal, but I've always loved this album. And it's got loads of good tunes on it. I Master, Rotten Soil, Demon, Full of Hell, that's a great tune. Hollow Man, brilliant as well. Out of Hand, but track 3, the title track Wolverine Blues, is my favourite. I love that intro guitar riff, really catchy. Great head shim to guitar sound, of course, on the guitar. Nick A. Anderson's drums come in and they're just quite chilled compared to the real sort of brutality of the riff. And of course, the late great L.G. Petrov's vocals are fantastic. Just a catchy song. The pre-chorus is amazing. Love the verses. It's just a great track. Loads of great songs on this album. Entombed's Wolverine Blues from 1993. That is an absolute beast and my favourite song on the album. Going to 1995 now and over to Florida in the States for Death Symbolic. Just no bad songs on this album at all. I can remember getting this on cassette back in the day and just listening to it constantly. So many great guitar riffs. Gene Hogan's drums are of course amazing. Solos are fantastic. Great tunes. Zero Tolerance. Empty Words. Without Judgment. Crystal Mountain. Perennial Quest. Etc. etc. But the first song on the title track, Symbolic, is definitely my favourite. I love that intro guitar riff. The riffs and the verses are nice, and then when the riff breaks down in the chorus, when you've got all those muted notes and Chuck's screaming symbolic acts, and then it fades with the echo effect, just sounds absolutely amazing. I love the solos. Just everything about the song is perfect. No bad riffs at all. Gene's drumming is fantastic. It's just an absolutely amazing song and an absolutely amazing album. This is my favourite Death album. Just superb stuff. An album packed full of great tunes, but the Symbolic, the title track, is my favourite. Absolutely amazing stuff there. Progressive death metal from Chuck and the boys. Excellent stuff. 2 more left to show. Sticking with America. And here's Nile and Black Seeds of Vengeance from 2000. Great album. Technical death metal of the highest quality. From Carl Sanders, Dallas Tollowade, Chief Spars on the bass. And I think it's Pete Hamura on the drums. This is an album that's got loads of great tunes on it. Masturbating the War God title always makes me laugh. Multitude of Foes, that's a great song. Only just over 2 minutes long and it's brilliant, brilliant stuff. Chapter for Transform into a Snake, great tune again. It's just superb, but the title track, Black Seeds of Vengeance, is absolutely vicious. The drums are relentless, frantic, frenzied riffing, great vocals, and then when it breaks down for when they sing Black Seeds of Vengeance comes in, and the kick drums are thundering away in the background, but the riff's quite slow. And you've got like some layering, which sounds like some keyboards in there. It just sounds amazing. The vocals are brilliant. When they're chanting Black Seeds of Vengeance, it sounds absolutely fantastic. And the title track is my favourite. Excellent technical death metal here from Nile from 2000. Black Seeds of Vengeance. A great album and a fantastic title track. It's my favourite on the album. One more to show. And some black metal, and here's Immortal and Northern Chaos Gods from 2018. The first album they put out without Abath in the band. No Abath, no problem. Absolutely superb album. Into Battle Ride, second track's great. Grim and Dark I really like as well. Call to Ice, Mighty Raven Dark, but the first track, Northern Chaos Gods, the title track, is my favourite. I'll never forget when I first heard this song, it absolutely blew me away. The drums from Hog are absolutely outstanding throughout the entire album. Icy cold riffage, brilliant vocals from Demonaz, and when he's screaming Northern Chaos Gods in the chorus, it just sounds phenomenal. Really vicious, really heavy. Icy cold black metal from all. Northern Chaos Gods is a great comeback from these guys. But the title track, first track, is without a doubt my favourite. Superb stuff from Immortal. Didn't matter that Abath had left. This is absolutely phenomenal. Great album. Absolutely love it. Immortal's Northern Chaos Gods from 2018 is my last pick. Superb stuff. So guys, cheers for watching to the end. As per usual, feel free to jump in the comment section and let me know what you think about the albums that I chose. Like I said earlier, if you're not familiar with Thomas's channel, please go over and check him out. Sub to his channel. Watch his stuff. Great guy with a fantastic channel. I'm going to be back next week with a collection update. And after that, I think I'm going to be doing Dio album ranking. So plenty of good stuff to come on the channel. Like I said earlier already, thank you very, very much for watching. Until next time, cheers, take care, and I'll see you soon.